Alrighty, Star Wars fans, welcome back to the channel. Now, this kind of flew under the radar because of all the craziness that's been going on in the world, but apparently, there's a new Star Wars movie either in pre-production or they're in the process of beginning pre-production. Now, this article comes from Inverse. Um, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what to think of this. Disney doesn't have the best track when it comes to making movies or Star Wars movies. Um, Whether you liked the sequel trilogy or not, it it didn't hit audiences as well as Disney had hoped, and that's putting it generously. Okay. Yes, the originals are just gospel. The prequels rubbed people the wrong way, but almost in the right way. Let me explain what I mean by that. Some people didn't like the way Hayden Christensen acted. They didn't like certain scenes. But going back and watching the prequel trilogy, and then going back and watching the sequel trilogy, oranges the apples, and I'll just leave it at that. But here we go. Let's get into this article, okay? Star Wars sequel trilogy is divisive to say the least, but most fans agree that it wasn't the franchise's best effort. Between behind the scenes politics, reshuffled creative teams, and rushed productions, the results garnered a lot of criticism that seemed to put the entire Star Wars movie in limbo. However, a leak surrounding the next Star Wars movie may prove that Lucasfilm has learned from the lessons of the sequels. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that one. According to Star Wars leaker Making Star Wars, who has a track record of revealing huge secrets like how they fucked up Princess Leia's whole storyline in Obi-Wan Kenobi, Pinewood Studios in London is expected to begin construction for sets of a new Star Wars movie sometime in April or May of next year. Now, if they're going to begin to make the sets, they should already have the script and everything, or at least the ideas kind of planned out. Pinewood Studio has been a key location in the production of every Star Wars film since Disney acquired Lucasfilm, so the site itself isn't much of a surprise. However, the timing is intriguing. The Sorry, I lost my place there for a minute. The next Star Wars movie is slated for December 2025. So why would production begin 2 years before release? I can answer that question, but I'm gonna let the article answer it, and we'll see if our answers match. The answer lies in the past. The Rise of Skywalker had an incredibly rushed production. That's true. Often requiring J.J. Abrams to set up a mobile cutting room on set to keep editing on schedule while shooting. That just shouldn't happen. Like, you should finish production before you go into editing. You should. That's why they have pickups in case they need something. The results speak for themselves. So if production is beginning this early, it's clear Lucasfilm is erring on the side of caution. Again, I'm going to refrain from commenting on that one. While this is a good omen for Star Wars fans, it's still unclear exactly which Star Wars movie is being given this much lead time. Presumably, it's the long anticipated Taika Waititi project. God, I hope not. After what we've seen from Thor Love and Thunder, I don't think Taika Waititi is going to have a Star Wars movie. Number one, it was a joke. You took very serious elements with the Jane Foster having cancer, and just made it a joke. Like, there's a difference between having a certain amount of levity and mocking the seriousness of the situation. But Lost co-creator Damon Lindelf is reportedly working on a script too. I don't know. I mean, y'all, this is my thing, okay? I think they're letting it out of the bag right now to say, "Hey, we're in pre-production. We're about to start." While all this good news is coming out. Acolyte, Ahsoka, Mando 3, Bad Batch 2, Skeleton Crew, all this good news. And so, I think people are leery of Star Wars movies because of the directors they keep picking. Taika Waititi, he was great as the bounty hunter droid. He's a halfway decent director if somebody can keep his head on straight. But even Chris Hemsworth, who played Thor, said, "I really didn't like being on Thor Love and Thunder." And that means something when the titular character, when the actor who is the lead comes out and says, I don't like it. That means something, okay? Especially to a fan such as myself. That means something. As for Patty Jenkins and her drama, leaks about Rogue Squadron was so disgustingly woke, Disney straight up said, no, we're not doing that. Just straight up no. And that was before her issues with Warner Brothers Discovery. So I'm curious as to what this movie could be. Again, what made the originals and the sequels so well is that before they even had the sets, before they even went location scouting, the scripts were done for everything. Everything was planned out. And I mean everything. That's what make George Lucas such a great storyteller. If you look at the movies that have just done disgustingly well, they're really planned out. Deadpool 1 and 2, yes, I'll include them. Passion of the Christ. Mission Impossible. Now, not all of them were good, but Top Gun Maverick. When you tell a good story, that's all people care about. You get good people to tell a good story, and you leave everything else out. Can Disney do that? I don't know. I just don't know. But let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited about the potential of a Star Wars movie? Which character do you think will lead it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Daniel. I am an old Star Wars fan, and I'll see y'all in the next one.